Hoş geldiniz. Bugün lahana yapıyorum. Today I am making lahana. Lahana is a delicious Turkish rolled cabbage that's packed with savory rice and the tender cabbage leaves. It is so good, so simple, and it's all homemade. So let's get started. Okay, so to make our lahana, first and foremost, we have to start by cooking the cabbage. So I have some nice large cabbage leaves here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in the water and cook them just until they're nice and soft and tender. And then I'm going to take them out and let them cool, and then we can start preparing our lahana, our stuffed rolled Turkish cabbage. Okay, let's get started. So just one by one, we're placing them in the water. And then I'm going to take a second one. I don't want to crowd the pan, but I can also cook more than one at one time. Because we don't want to cook them until they are completely done, but we just want them to be soft and pliable enough to roll and work with. Okay, so I'm going to keep going until these are all done, and then we can start making our cabbage lahana rolls. Okay, so my lahana leaves, or my cabbage leaves, are just about done. And as you can see, they're nice and green and vibrant, and that's exactly what we want. So I'm just going to take out the last one here, strain it a little bit, and now they're just going to sit on this plate and cool. So once they're nice and cool, they'll be good to work with, and we can start rolling our cabbage leaves. So good. Okay, so now that my cabbage leaves have cooled nicely, I went ahead and I prepared my filling while the cabbage leaves were cooling. And to make the filling, basically what I did is I sauteed one onion, and then I added about half a cup of rice, and then I added some tomato paste and all of my spices. And the spices that I used were some dried oregano, some cumin, some salt and pepper, and just a hint of red pepper flakes. And then at the very end, I added some fresh parsley just to add a nice little fresh element to our Lahana Sarma. So to complete our Lahana Sarma, we need to roll up the cabbage rolls. So I've already gotten started, and basically I just took my pot and I lined the bottom of it with a few spare cabbage leaves. And then I started rolling up each one individually, and as you can see, I already have them stacked up in the bottom of my pan. But let me show you how I roll my Lahana Sarma. So what I do is I take a piece of cabbage and I want to cut out the middle part, just the stem. And this is just the hard part in the middle. I find it's a great snack, but if you don't think so, you can just add it to another dish. And then I have my nice piece of cabbage here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take just a little bit of the filling. You really don't need much here. Just like that. The cabbage is the star of the show for the Lahana Sarma. And then I'm going to fold the sides just so that they are matching, just like we're rolling a burrito. And then I roll it until we get to the top. So just keep rolling, just like that. Well, this is a big one. And then we have our delicious Lahana Sarma, our cabbage roll. So I'm just going to add this one right to the pot, just like that. I stuffed it in. And then what I'm going to do is you can either use a weight, a cooking weight, but what I've done is I just took a ceramic bowl and then I have placed a little stone right in it. So this is going to be my weight to keep the Lahana Sarma weighed down so they don't start floating around. I'm going to add a little bit of water from my tea kettle. And I just want enough so that they are about halfway covered, just like that. And then I'm going to place them on the stove. I'm going to cover this with a lid and let them cook until nice and tender. And then we will have our delicious Lahana Sarma, our delicious Turkish cabbage rolls. So good. Okay, so my Lahana Sarma, or my Turkish cabbage rolls, have been cooking and it smells so good. I can't wait to give these a try. So I'm just going to take my pot off the stove here. Oh, and remove the lid. Oh, it looks so good. And then I'm just going to remove my ceramic bowl, just using a pot holder because it's really hot. And it works so well. It worked just as a makeshift weight. No need to buy one. It works so well. So now I want to take out a few of my Lahana Sarma. So I'm gently Just going to take out a few with my fork. And I have just a beautiful piece of green cabbage just to line them. Why not? Because this is what they are, cabbage rolls, and it looks very nice and it adds a nice way to garnish it in a decorative fashion. So now I have a few pieces of my lahana. I'm just gonna grab one more here. Okay. And I want to give these a try. So hot. So good. The cabbage is perfectly tender, and the filling on the inside is delicious, perfectly seasoned. So good. And there we have our delicious Lahana Sarma, our delicious Turkish cabbage rolls. So simple, so good, and all homemade. So thank you so much for checking out this video on how to make Lahana Sarma. I hope that you love the recipe, and I hope that you give it a try for yourself. And until the next video, can't wait to see you next time. Bye.